why your brain feels underpowered. So you know that 4 p.m. weird zone, you've had your coffee, you actually slept last night for once, but you're still staring at that one sentence that won't go in on your laptop. You know you're not crazy, you know you're not past it, but you have heard it's all in your head. And they're right. It's just not all in your head the way they meant it. It's in your head in the way an engine light is in your F1 racing car. Right now, your brilliant F1 quality mind is trying to run a full day on a fuel line that keeps flickering. And that's the underpowered feeling, and it's completely physical. My name's Lynn, I'm a physio and a psychotherapist. I'm about 2 years into this whole perimenopause climb myself, and in my last video, I told you that brain fog isn't burnout. And today, I'll show you the engine underneath your F1 racing car, and this is the one that makes everything click. So, one quick thing to stand on if you're new here. Perimenopause, it's often described as a decline, but really I want to flip that and I want you to see it as a climb. I call it Mount Menopause. You've already reached one summit, the career height, the got it all life that you built, but then all of a sudden, just as you're starting to enjoy the view, the terrain shifted from underneath your feet and it feels like a landslide, a decline. But it's actually a new mountain that's formed. And this is the pass between your previous life, career success, and your second summit. And that's the vision that you come out of on the far side, psychologically stronger than before. So the fog, the rage, the 3 a.m. wake-ups, they're not the end of the road. They're actually just elements in this jungle. And this is all just weather that you can learn to climb in. And today, we're talking all about why your brain feels underpowered. And that's a problem with the engine, not you, the driver. Okay, so picture your brain a couple of years ago. It just worked. Names arrived on time, you held 6 things in your head and dropped none. You read a paper once and moved on. So here's something most people never learn. Your brain is very, very hungry organ. A small fraction of your body weight, but it burns a huge slice of your daily energy. And for decades, that fuel simply showed up. You never had to think about it. That woman, the one who never thought about it, she isn't gone. So hold on to that. We're coming back for her. So then the fuel line starts to flicker. And here's the mechanism in plain English. Estrogen isn't only a reproductive hormone. In the brain, it's one of the master regulators of energy. It helps your brain cells take up glucose, the fuel, and helps the tiny power stations inside them, the mitochondria, turn that fuel into usable power. But in perimenopause, estrogen doesn't fade in a tidy straight line. It lurches up and down, always trending lower. And that fuel supply lurches. It's like a dimmer switch that someone keeps knocking, like someone who's had 3 shots of caffeine. So as the same tasks now cost you more, holding that sentence, finding the name, switching between 2 jobs, all of it running on a battery that keeps dipping. And what do we do with an underpowered feeling? Well, we've learned to push harder. More coffee, more late nights, more lists. So if you're the woman who has outworked everyone her whole life, no shortcuts handed to you, no connections, just graft, this one is cruel, because the harder you push this time, the more fuel you burn and the emptier your tank gets. You are not failing. You are revving your F1 engine that's low on petrol and wondering why it won't go faster. So that's why the worry sets in, and a frightened brain burns even more fuel, round and round. Here's what almost nobody tells you. Your brain is not sitting there taking it. As the signal fades, it does something quietly brilliant. It turns up the volume. It builds more estrogen receptors, straining to catch every last bit of hormone that's still circulating. So picture a brain leaning in to hear that voice that's getting quieter. And that leaning in is part of what the fog actually is. It isn't damage, it's effort, right? So when you feel underpowered, this is not your brain breaking down, it's your brain adapting, running the same software while it rebuilds the power supply underneath. The system isn't failing, it's updating to a different version. So This means that the woman from the start of this video, the one who never had to think about her fuel, she isn't gone. She's the same driver with an F1 car that is transforming its processor mid-upgrade. And the brain that's adapting is a brain you can back. Feed the fuel, lower the load, protect the sleep, and you climb with the updated instead of against it. So once you know it's the fuel and not the failure, everything changes. You stop flogging the empty tank. You start managing the energy, and that's a skill, not a surrender. Pace the climb, protect the fuel, take the ridge line, not the cliff edge. And here's the quieter power in it. This is science the boardroom doesn't yet have. When the woman next to you starts calling herself stupid at 50, you'll be the one who knows it's the fuel line, and you can hand her the map. So, not lost, recalibrating. That's base camp on the climb, and you cannot power a climb you've mistaken for a breakdown. So no, you haven't lost your brain, you've just met its power settings that are changing for the first time. See? It really is all in your head. The engine's in there and it's being rebuilt, okay? Not retired. So in the next video, we go inside that brain, the actual scans, what changes, and why this is not just about getting older. If today's video helped you question what you were questioning about yourself and you want the next step now, then come join me at my Menopause Basecamp. The link's in the description. Remember, I'm just one step ahead of you on this huge path. It's not a race. It's not a permanent decline, and it can absolutely be an epic climb. So, you know what they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So on that wish, I hope I see you at Basecamp.